Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Emma Bassi, and this is what I bring to the Quantum Leap Accountability Coaching. One, I would call it a superpower of big picture thinking. I help people to see the big picture, and I also see the big picture very easily. And that helps me to, or that I'm hoping would help me to help the person I'm coaching to keep their eye on the prize even when they get distracted, or sidetracked, And secondly, um, I bring the perfect balance of compassion, empathy, as well as tough love. At the age of 56, I think I've been around for long enough to have empathy for what people are going through in life and also helping people to stay focused. Everybody is going through something. That's what I think. And but at the same time, I believe that there is no dream that is and no skill that is so obscure that you cannot make something out of it. So I often call myself an encourager. So that's what I do. I celebrate I'll celebrate their wins. I'll also tell I'm a truth teller, you know. Um I'm a lifelong student of productivity ever since the first time I learned about the importance of keeping a journal. That was in sometime in the 1990s. I've been obsessed with productivity, doing something. I've been obsessed with productivity and I've been a student of productivity. I believe in today is the first day of the last quarter. So today is the 1st of October, first day of the last quarter. So it just so happens that today I started my 6th or 7th time reading the 12-week year this morning. And I am also a Focus Block member. I have been a student of productivity for years, probably since when I first heard from Jim Rohn, sometime in the late 90s, about the importance of keeping a journal and what's having a journal or a notebook does for you. And so I've always been that, obviously I'm here in Focus Block, so I've always, been a student of productivity, especially because I'm a stay-at-home mom, work at home mom, so I have to work within constraints and limitations of time and looking after the family and all that while still being ambitious and chasing my dreams. So, um, one other thing to say, talk about also my love for productivity during COVID. I think it was 2000 from March 2020 to about a year till 2021, I ran something that we call the Yellow Pepper Club, and that was like a co-working group. So every Tuesday we'd meet for 3 hours on Zoom. We would have a 5-minute chat, and then we would turn on our Pomodoro timer. We'll work for 45 minutes, and then after that, we'll use the next 10, 15 minutes to have a chat and, talk about what we are trying to keep ourselves accountable. Or sometimes we would do a dance party at the end of each session, and then we would start again, and then we would put on our Pomodoro and work. So, again, like I said, just all that to say, that I've always loved helping people. I know the value of accountability, and I know what it can do for people in helping them to get unstuck. So that is another thing I would say is in another life, probably I don't know, in another life, a long time ago, I was teaching cake decorating. So that made me come across, or that made hundreds and hundreds of students to pass through my classes, and I developed a skill of being able to relate to just about anyone, any age, any race, any color. You know, I found that I found that it was very easy for people to relate to me. Once we find some common ground, we're able to chat, and and a lot of them are even my friends even to this day. So people feel safe with me. They open up easily. I think that's because I'm genuinely a good listener. You know, I don't judge. I'm also very discreet. I am confidentiality matters a lot to me. In my career as a digital marketing consultant, I've worked with many individual clients, and most of what, I mean, if you are in this business, you would know that most of what you do, you're not just doing a website for somebody or just doing email marketing for somebody. Most of it involves coaching, because you are helping them to do something that they've never done before in an environment or a platform that they've never used before. So through my work with them, I've been able to help them to publish books, help them to establish podcasts, establish YouTube channels, that kind of thing. So just helping them over that hump, helping them to reframe their thoughts so that they can communicate it, and helping them to also see the value of who they are. Sometimes you have to tell somebody that, look, you have what you have is valuable. I mean, whether it is even something as simple as saying, look, you're easy on the eye, so you need to make the best of your looks, as well as your communication or whatever your plans are. Anyway, so that's by the way. So I've helped I've helped my clients do many things that you would call for the first time, and I find that when you are providing this kind of service, you also take on the role of a coach. Um, so I genuinely believe that anyone can succeed, no matter how obscure their dream or impossible it seems. I believe that coaching is what makes the difference, because it's already inside, them. You know, is what they need is already inside them, and with the help of somebody, a coach, you're able to bring it out, or to point it out, or to highlight it, or to kind of call them back to it, or whatever. Having said all that, that means my final point, or the final reason why I would say I believe I will be suitable for this role is that when I'm committed to someone, I am invested in their success. I'm invested in what they are able to achieve. So I believe this role would benefit from someone like me, where I can take a combination of strategic thinking, and genuine care. Somebody who is a student of productivity system and knows how to push people forward while holding their dreams sacred. So that's me, and I'm ready to help. Hopefully, to have another conversation, or the next conversation in this process. Thank you for the opportunity to apply for this role, and thank you for the opportunity to apply for this role.